And Facebook said, huh, that's fine by me. At least they didn't say faggot. Hey guys, Madcowe here, and today we're going to talk about Facebook bans! Ouch. Alright, so the other day I got home and I had a notification on my phone saying please sign in your account to continue. And I immediately thought, well shit, what happened this time with Facebook? And sure enough, when I logged back in, I had a message, which I will show right now, saying that I had been banned from Facebook. Yay! Now, this is not the first time it happened, but the problem is that I believe each and every time the reason why I'm getting banned is becoming less and less severe, let's say. Now, before we continue, I will just explain to you what happens when you are banned. First, when you are banned, obviously you will be prevented from doing whatever it is that you did that banned you in the first place. Right? So, on this case, if I wrote some sort of comment on a post that they didn't approve of, then I would not be able to do those posts. However, bans on Facebook, if you didn't know, go way further beyond than that. Not only can you not post anything, you cannot share posts, you cannot even like or react to posts, which I find completely absurd. Also, you can't even speak with people on Messenger. And another problem is, if you have, for example, a business page or anything like that, you also will not be able to post anything there, message people from there, or anything like that. In other words, if you are banned from your main account on Facebook, nearly everything on Facebook is blocked to you. Pretty much the only thing you can do is watch other people's posts, but you essentially exist there kind of like a ghost, I guess. You can see everything, but you can't interact with any of it. Now that I've said this, obviously after I got the warning saying that I was banned, I could not post or share anything, right? Even still, a few hours after I got that warning, I once again got logged out, and once I logged back in, I had another message saying I was banned, but this time I don't even know what that thing was. And it's not the first time that this particular ban happened either. It's not the first time that I have been banned without even knowing what caused the ban in the first place. So yeah, that's another problem altogether, but let's continue. Now, here's the thing. I've been talked about what happened so far, and I understand that some of you might be thinking, but wait, I don't think you should have said that. I don't think you should use that word, even if it's not spelled correctly, and so on and so forth. And I mean, yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that for some people, that word in itself might not be the best thing to hear, might bring some, I don't know. That's another story altogether. I understand that some people might be uncomfortable with the word and not want to use it, and that's fine. You're within that right, no problem there. My problem here is that I guess it kind of goes along the lines of freedom of speech. What is okay to be said and what is not okay to be said. And on this case, another problem is that it seems that context doesn't even matter. Even though it says like, I can't attack people based on their sexuality, religion, and so on and so forth, which I agree with, by the way, I really don't see how that can be perceived as any sort of threat or any discriminatory thing like that. And the fact that you are banned for doing a joke like that while using a no word, let's call it like that, to me it's not about me personally, because whatever, I'll just get my Facebook back within 30 days. But the implications that this carries kind of scare me a little bit, because you might be thinking that I deserve to be banned and all that, and as I said, that's fine. But the problem is, if you are going to not allow people to say vague things like this that aren't even a threat or harassing anyone, all it will take is for then someone different to be in charge, which has a view opposed to anything that you currently believe, for you to happen the same way to you. I believe that every person should have the right to say whatever they want. They're not free from consequences, obviously, but I believe people should be allowed to say whatever they want, and these sorts of things should be mostly controlled if they are actually being used with ill intent. Another problem about being blocked, however, is that, as they themselves say, the block cannot be removed by any reason whatsoever. So even if it was a false report, a false flag, or even if someone banned you by accident, then there's nothing you can do about it. You need to be banned for those days. The bans themselves, I believe, they are kind of like in tiers. The first time you do something, they ban you for like a day, I believe. The second time you do it, you get banned for like 3 days, then a week, and then I think a month. The biggest problem with this, however, is that it doesn't matter how long it has been since your last offense. Because if you have been banned in the past, and then go 5 years without doing anything like that, and then get banned again, you will go to the next tier. And as I mentioned before, since this can affect so much, including your own personal page, as well as your business page and anything related like that, the fact that you can be banned for so long, for such a little reason, and from everywhere, I believe this should concern everyone a little bit. I mean, Facebook is still one of my favorite social media platforms. It's the one that I use the most, it's the one that I am the most comfortable with. But this is just absurd. I believe that if Facebook is to fall in the future and be replaced by some other social media, I believe these types of bans will be what will cause it. Banning people just on differing views like this, and in this case it's not even a view, it's just a word that I thought was funny, but apparently it's not okay to be used. To me, it borders on the line of censorship, and that could very well also incentivize the bubbles in which people like to live on social media, but that is another topic altogether. You might be saying as well that, hey, if you know that Facebook is getting so sensitive, then you shouldn't say anything. And that's just absurd. I mean, I don't think we should all have a diction or a spell checker or autocorrect or something that will highlight, hey, you're about to say a mean word, be careful, you might get banned. We'd have to go walking on eggshells just to make sure that we don't say something that might offend someone or might even not, but it doesn't matter because it will get banned anyway if you say any of the blacklisted words, you know? Regardless, I think these sorts of Facebook bans are ridiculous. Let me know if you have ever been banned as well on Facebook because of some reason like this or any other reason. I'm sure that there are a lot of people who are banned all the time. The biggest problem is the double standards though. You can, on this case, I just got banned from saying those things. And yet I've seen people before who were literally harassing and trying to defame other people. But since they weren't a protected class, Facebook said, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. And many people, I know many people reported them because they were actually trying to harm someone's career. And Facebook said, huh, that's fine by me. At least they didn't say faggot. So yeah, it's terrible. As Voltaire said, I might not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. And that's precisely how I feel like. I know that everyone can have their own opinions. You can have the most vile opinions you want, even against white people, for example, or whatever. I still think you have all the right to say it. You may or may not be correct in many of the things that you say. Racism in general is always stupid. But I really think we're going to new extremes here, and I don't think this is going to help anybody. Regardless, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've experienced anything of the sort. And if you know me from Facebook, that's why I haven't been shitposting in a while. So yeah. See you later, take care, and I will now finish this run because fire tears are cool, and I will try to get to the end of it. So bye bye.